What's up, conscious creators? Alex here. Do you ever find that you have a busy mind? Do you ever find your thoughts racing at 100 miles per hour? Are you sometimes tossing and turning in bed, trying to get to sleep, but this whirlwind of thinking is keeping you up all night? If so, pay close attention till the very end of this video, because I'm going to show you an effective way to slow down your busy mind so you can arrive at a place of more peace and clarity. And just before we get into it, a few more slots have opened up for the free one-to-one with me to see if you'd be a good fit for the Consciousness Revolution program. Head over to speaktoalex.com or wait till the end of the video for more details. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So there are many things that contribute towards racing thoughts or a busy mind or overthinking, and there are many ways in order to calm and slow it down. But this is very effective and very easily accessible for everyone to understand to help slow down the busy mind and arrive at more peace and clarity. But first of all, it's going to be helpful to know the major contributing factor to why we have such a busy mind in the first place. You see, most of us are spending most of our time with our attention contracted down onto thinking, contracted down onto that voice in the head, and much of it is negative, repetitive, and downright dysfunctional. Now, of course, I'm not demonizing the thinking mind. It's quite obviously one of the things that actually helped us create civilization. We can reflect, we can plan, we can contemplate, we can think critically and analytically about things. But that's when we're using the mind. A lot of the time, the mind is using us. It starts possessing us. We can't stop thinking, and the thoughts are negative, repetitive, useless, or dysfunctional. And the biggest problem is that we consistently and compulsively identify with a sense of self in the thinking. The thinking often tells a story about I, and we identify with the I in the thinking. We see a sense of self in the thinking, and we see that to be us. But although the thinking might be an aspect of you, it's not who you truly are. It's not who you essentially are at the deeper level. If it was who you essentially are, when a thought about you arises, you'd arise, and then when it disappeared, you'd disappear with it. But you don't. You stay here as the awareness that you essentially are, and thoughts come and go within your awareness. So the first step to slow down a busy mind is to stop taking every single one of your thoughts so seriously and to break the constant identification with thinking. And you do that by realizing the truth, by realizing the reality that you are not essentially your thoughts. You are the awareness in which your thoughts rise and fall within. And this begins the disidentification process and helps to slow down the busy mind. Now, saying that, there is something that you can do to make this even more accessible. And that is to realize that thought is always about past and future. And to transcend overthinking is to become present, to become aware of what's in the present. So an easy way to do that is to move attention from thought to sense perceptions, from thought to sense perceptions. Notice that it's not a thought. Notice that it's a movement of attention. I can move my attention from the thinking to one, two, or all of my sense perceptions. I can become aware of my surroundings. I can come to my senses. And an even more accessible and understandable, shall we say, access point to the present moment is the sensations within the body. So moving attention from thought to the sensations in the body. And when you do that, when you've been overthinking a lot, there's usually this kind of discomfort or tension or unease within the body that's being produced by this overthinking. And so you can actually use that and place your attention on it. Notice yourself as the awareness that you essentially are, and allow those bodily sensations, before you label them, just the raw sensations, allowing them to come to you, and be with them prior to your thoughts about them. And every time the thoughts distract you again, just gently moving your attention back to the bodily sensations, and it takes momentum away from the mind and will gradually slow it down. So you've got a few pointers there and a few different things to run with. But if you want to take this deeper, this is my area of expertise, helping people to transcend the dominance of the thinking mind, which helps with low self-esteem, low confidence, overthinking, so that you can create more of what you want in your life. This is what we work on in the Consciousness Revolution program, a one-to-one program with me, to help you transcend these things and create your compelling future. So if that interests you, head over to speaktoalex.com, fill in some details about what you'd like to work together on, and book a time for us to speak, and we'll talk about solving your problems. But with that being said, if you liked this video, please give it a like, and of course don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos helping you with conscious personal growth. Peace.